Hey friends, I'm Otis Gibbs, and this is Kevin Harrington. He's going to share some stories about the not-so-great time he spent tour managing the Rolling Stones.
Basically, and I'm going to tell you on camera anyway, I was a drunk. I was a drunken roadie, and it was the worst thing I ever did in my life. That's so the Stones, sadly, is kind of like, it's something that I'm internally ashamed of, because I was just a typical drunken, not even a typical, I was just, a drunken roadie. If I didn't get sacked, so I must have done something right. It was only I think about a 2-week English tour, something like that. And we did about a week's rehearsals beforehand. Mick Taylor, I think, had just started with them, so he was kind of new to them. But then I get to the Stones, and I'm just this outsider that's meant to function, but I have nobody that I can talk with, or, and so it was a different thing. And I think when I met the crew and stuff, it was like my confidence just went, oof. And I just drank, I just think I just drank because I was not too sure of what I wanted to do, and I realized I wasn't all that good. I'm not a technician, and that's why I became a tour manager and a stage manager, because I don't have to touch any of that.
Were the Stones partaking in ridiculous amounts of things, so maybe it was easier to blend in that way?
I'm sure they were, but I don't really remember any of that kind of drug taking sort of, but on the Stones tour, what they had was a big truck full of booze. I mean this seriously, full of booze to supply the dressing rooms, right? The dressing room. The phrase I like to use is, I tried to drink it dry myself, So that's why the Stones was a disaster for me. But it's on my CV. I could scrub it out, and could just forget that. But it's like, no, this is who I was. This is what I was. This is what I became. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not going to sort of just elbow it out of my life, even though it's bloody embarrassing. It really is. Oh, I went on the Stones tour and I don't remember anything about it. What a, get out of here, It's like, wow, you dib, Keith took a guitar back to his hotel room, but he didn't tell a guitar roadie, So as far as I was concerned, somebody had stolen it. And I was told, I was just ranting around the venue going, guitar's been stolen, and all of that. It was kind of like another one where during the sound check, he plays an open chord to start one of the songs, and I can't remember what it is. It's just like well, because it's open chord, I can play that. You know what I mean? So I would just sort of, switch the amps on and just put the guitar and just go, whatever it was, and everybody would be looking around, go, oh, Keith, no, it's just me going, because it's an open, it's like, I don't need this amp, it's just.
Where were the dates in the United States? Or
no, it was just in England. It was, I think it was a Sympathy For The Devil tour. So it was only 2.5-week tour of England, I think, 2-week tour of England. I was living at Eric's, and then Stuart, the Stones man, equivalent to Mal Evans, came down and said, do you want to do this tour? So I said, yeah. So, because I was living with Bruce and his wife Paula at Eric's. And at the end of the tour, I went back and Bruce just looked at me and went, good God, man, you look awful. And it's like, and then nicely, he decided to go to America, back to California, because Bruce was just a Californian nut, American nut. He loved it, bless him. And he took me back with him, and so, he paid for my tickets and he supported me over there. We only were there for about 2 months, just to see what we could do, see if there was anything we could, tours or anything. It didn't happen, but, you know, went to Joshua Tree and all of that stuff. And so that was cool, you know, happy with that. I got some nice photos from that period. But, yeah, I kind of sobered up and got my crap together, you know.